Hello all, myself Vedangi and I'm a legal intern at Lexis and Company. And guys, my today's topic for the discussion is the case analysis of Bachchan Singh versus State of Punjab. So let's begin. So this case was basically decided by 5-judge bench of the Honorable Supreme Court, and in this case the Honorable Supreme Court announced important limitations on the death penalty by setting the rarest of the rare doctrine. In this case, Bachchan Singh was the petitioner and State of Punjab was the respondent. Talking about the background of this case, so in this case Bachchan Singh was held convicted and he was sentenced to death under section 302 of the Indian Penal Code for the murders of his family members Desa Singh, Durga Bai and Viran Bhai. When he appealed before the High Court against the decision of the Session Court, so the court upheld the judgment of the Session Court and it confirmed that he was entitled to the death sentence, and therefore the High Court dismissed his appeal. Therefore, after that, he filed a special leave petition before the Supreme Court. Now, talking about the arguments in this case, so the only question for consideration in this appeal was whether the facts found by the Supreme and the High Court would be that the special reason term, the term special reason for awarding the death sentence as required under section 354 subsection 3 of the CRPC is valid or not. So it was submitted that neither the fact that he was previously convicted for the offense of murder nor the fact that he has performed such a heinous crime against his family member is a reason why the penalty of death sentence has been imposed on him. So in his appeal, Bachchan Singh submitted that the courts below the High Court, like the courts below the High Court, that is the Session Court, the Session Court was not competent to impose such an extreme penalty of death penalty on the appellant, and therefore the petitioner also argued and he contended that the provision of section 302 of IPC is violative of article 19, article 21 and the basic structure of the constitution. Now, talking about the legal issues that were involved in this case, so first legal issue was whether the death penalty provided for the offense of murder in section 302 constitutionally valid or not. Second legal issue was whether the fact bound by the lower courts would be considered special reason for awarding the death penalty under section 354 subsection 3 of the Criminal Procedure Code, whether the provision of section 302 of IPC is violative of the article 19, article 21 and the basic structure of the constitution. So talking about the judgment in this case, so the Supreme Court dismissed the challenges pertaining to the constitutionality of section 302 of IPC as well as section 354 subsection 3 of the Criminal Procedure Code. Court further stated that 6 fundamental rights that are guaranteed under Article 19 Clause 1 are not absolute right, and these rights are subject to certain restrictions that have been provided under Article 19 Clause 2 to Clause 6 of our Indian Constitution. Also, the expression, the term special reason in Section 354 subsection 3 of CRPC means exceptional reasons founded in the exceptionally grave circumstances for which the death penalty or an alternative imprisonment for life is awarded. So the apex court, the Honorable Supreme Court, laid down the principle of the rarest of the rare cases in awarding the death penalty, and also those who are convicted for murder, life imprisonment is the rule and death penalty is the exception. Now, what was held in this case? So the Supreme Court held that the right to life is not one of the rights mentioned under Article 19 Clause 1 of the Constitution, and the 6 fundamental rights guaranteed under Article 19 Clause 1 are not absolute right. Also, the court made a distinction, a clear distinction between the term law and order and the public order, and said that not merely the nature of the act is considered but also the degree and extent of that act is also considered. The mere fact that section that the sections of the IPC and the CRPC have the effect of abridging the rights under Article 19 will not merely satisfy this case, and it cannot be contended that the rights mentioned in Article 19 clause 1 provide that any person has the freedom to commit murder or any other offense. So the court therefore held that the capital punishment can only be given in the rarest of the rare cases where any other option is not available. Also, it laid down the broad criteria to guide the courts in the matter of sentencing a person who is convicted for murder under section 302 of the IPC. And basically the basic criteria is that the extreme penalty can be inflicted only in the gravest cases, and while deciding the sentence of the offender, due regard must be given to the circumstances of the offender and the facts of the case. Now talking about the conclusion part, so what we can conclude from this case is that this case specifically laid down that death penalty must be restricted to the rarest of the rare cases. Also, the death penalty became an exception rather than a rule, and the landmark judgment that came in this case was that the death penalty must be considered as an exception and the life imprisonment must be considered as a rule. But this decision failed to elaborate the criteria for the rarest of the rare cases. Also, the judgment that came in this case was 4:1 majority, where 4 judges were in the favor, and the 4 judges, they basically declared the constitutional validity of section 302 of IPC and section 354 subsection 3 of Criminal Procedure Code. So guys, that's all about my discussion on this particular case. I hope you all liked my video. If you guys have any doubt with regard to this video, then you can comment in the comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel Lex Click. We will meet in the next video with a new topic. Till then, bye.